If you are a first-time home buyer, do you know what to expect in this hot market?
It is a hot market. Pete Nordling, a real estate agent at Berkshire, Hathaway, HomeServices, Premier Properties, is here to lay out the steps you need to take to be ready to buy your very first home. Christy Larson. Pete, welcome back. Great to have you here, sir. Talk about specifically first, maybe what's happening in this hot market right now.
Well, we are indeed in the middle of a hot market, particularly in that first-time home buyer range. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I'll just try to educate a little here. In our total multiple listing service, which encompasses over 50 miles in every direction, there's only 756 total homes for sale. That's very, very low. Of that, 250, give or take, are brand new or not out of the ground yet. You know, just spec homes and that sort of thing. That leaves only about 500 for everybody else to buy. Now, usually I think of a first-time home buyer market as around 175 and under. And that, there's 108 of them. Only 108. Okay, break that down further. Within the Fargo-Moorhead and West Fargo area, there's only 37.
Wow.
So you can see that that is a very underserved market, and that causes problems. There's few houses and lots of people to buy.
So are there houses then for those first-time home buyers then?
Well, of course there is. But in order to be a valid first-time home buyer, you need to be ready.
So what does that look like? What are some steps, if you're thinking about doing this for the first time, what are some steps you need to take to be able to pull the trigger and buy that first home?
Yeah. First thing is make ample time to check your credit. Get in and look what your FICO score is. You can get it out free or go to a lender and they'll obtain it for you. And look at all of the little techniques in there and the little jibes. Sometimes you'll find that there's errors. Sometimes you'll find that somebody else's name is on your credit report. You need time to correct those. And some lenders have the ability, they call it rescore in some places, to do little tweaks, which makes a big difference to your score. Secondly, is that you need to be thinking about what do you want. You know, you don't want a shotgun looking at everything and drive yourself crazy. You need to know where you want to live and focus on that. And another big deal is always use an agent. Always. Whether it's your first buy or your 100th buy, always use an agent.
So do you have other tips that you usually help out those first-time home buyers with?
Well, yeah. There again, to be prepared is the big deal, but go into it with the idea that you're going to have fun. This should be an exciting and fun process. And if it's not, stand back and look at what you have started. How are you doing this? Rearrange your thought process so that it becomes a fun. And then again, I fall back on get an experienced agent, such as me. I've been in the industry for a long time. I've been a licensed contractor. I've owned businesses that are construction related. I understand the housing situation, and moreover, I've been here in Fargo for a long time. So I do know the area.
It's a good resume. So how do people get a hold of you?
Easy. They can text me, amazingly enough. I'm an old guy with texting, 701-799-7324, or my website, simple, realtor-pete.com.
Be prepared and be ready to buy.
And have fun. I like that part of it.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
important.
you.
Thank you very much, sir.
You bet. May I add one thing?
Yes.
Of course.
St. Patrick's Day. Even a Swede gets to think is an Irishman. And I have something for you in parting. Just a wee dram to sweeten your coffee.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that.
Thank
All right,
you.
stay with us. Much more coming up right after this.
Woo!